Hello everyone, today I'm gonna show you how to make an anime face in ZBrush. So I'm gonna using a base mesh which provided by ZBrush. You can find it in Lightbox. So let's start it. So first of all, I'm going to sorry. So I'm gonna make the face shape by using Move Brush, which I really like a lot because this brush will provided us to make the face shape very easily. And first of all, don't use any other brushes like Claybuildup, etc. We just need only Move Brush. That's it. So as you can see, I always prefer to see the reference in my right side. Well, this character is always my favorite. I hope you also know that. So he is Naruto Uzumaki. First of all, I want to make the eye shape a bit bigger. I'm masking the upper areas so I can drag it out the lower part of eye socket, just like an anime face, you know. The reason is why I always prefer using a base mesh which provided by ZBrush. That's because you know it have uh, a very good topology. Well, I know the technique of Dynamesh also, but it will be a bit difficult for both of us because first of all we need to make a head by using Dynamesh technique. After that I have to move the head into any kind of other software like Topogun. You can use Maya also, or to change the topology, because Dynamesh topology is not gonna help you to move any kind of texture out into Maya or any other kind of software, right? I added the texture in texture panel, and you can see I imported it to measure that photo so my model can come out close to perfect. That's why I'm using this photograph into my ZBrush. According to this photograph, I will change the face shape. Okay. I am using the camera lock option because I don't want to mess up with the mesh, and it automatically rotates. So I locked the camera. Right now I'm focusing on eyes. which is my favorite to work. There you can see eyeball. Oops, sorry. You can press Y button on keyboard to bring this option. It's called Gizmo tool. It's very handy. Actually, right now I'm not gonna mess up with the eyeball because I don't need that right now. I will move back to the face. You can comment me on this video that how many people like Naruto, because this is really a popular anime series and also my favorite also. And also you can write down in my comment section that which kind of tutorials you like to learn so I can share with you. I have changed the material. It's called skin shader, so it will help me to check out the face shape a bit more because it have less shadow, you can see now. I'm just checking the opacity so I can see the perfect face shape like nose. I'm working on lips too. You have to be very focused while you applying it the photo into the ZBrush, because you have to check each and every line that is if somehow the face shape can be wrong, although side picture also is helpful, but right now I'm not using it. Right now I'm only giving focus in front view, as you can see. So let's move back to side view, and I'm sorry, don't laugh right now. Increase the division. it's better to work with lower division, because it's very helpful whenever you want to uh, change any kind of shapes. Right now I'm changing the skull shapes, back. Right now I'm working on the neck because I'm making the kid version of Naruto, so his neck will be very thinner, although all kind of anime necks are thinner. I'm very excited to see how this output will come out. In the next video I'm gonna show you that how to make face shapes using Dynamesh, and also I will show you how to do retopology in other software. It's called Topogun. I personally don't use Maya to retopology. I prefer Topogun, but that will be time taking work. That's why I'm showing you using base head of ZBrush, because it's already have a good topology, you can see. Also it have many groups, also have my mouth bag. Whenever you can whenever you want to do animation kind of work, you can easily do, because inside his mouth it's already have a mouth bag. Right now I'm using Claybuildup tools. Sorry, Claybuildup Brush. It's very handy. Personally, I prefer this brush only to do some details and some sculpting works, but to make any kind of shaped face shape and work with any kind of shapes, I use smooth brush, because it can easily make any kind of shapes. I'm smoothing the part whenever I'm adding some clay. Right now I'm adding some clay in forehead, you can see. I guess it's coming slowly. It's called damn standard brush, a very nice brush. You can add any kind of dent, or you can see. I'm making the eye socket a deep line using damn standard. I'm masking the lower part of the neck using gizmo tool to move this bit up, because it's child Naruto, but I was using a base mesh which was an adult male. Well, now I can see the side view, it's quite good. It's my home pet. Always uses sound. I am bringing up the forehead into forward. Well, right now I'm not using the side view picture into the ZBrush by spotlight, but you can use it if you want. I personally don't prefer because I want to see and increase my own uh, power of eye without using any kind of picture behind my mesh. I prefer myself only, but if you want you can use the reference picture inside the ZBrush, okay? Because it's very helpful. You can measure it very right way, and you will have very less chance to make mistakes. To make a perfect head, it's very important to check every part, like front, side, perspective. Each and every angle is very important to look out, because you can see it's ready. Not only front view and side view are important, each and every part is important. So that's why I like to check each and every angle whenever I'm working in any kind of heads or any kind of model, body or any realism. I'm increasing his cheek because he is a kid Naruto, so he will have a bit fluffy cheek, you know. It's very interesting to make an anime face. You can see the polygroups already there. It's called polygroups. You can see left and right side. Eyes have other different polygroups. Or you are using any uh, UV map, I will teach you later in my next other videos how to do texture and UV map. This is the best brush. It's my sorry. I have to delete the lower subdivision. I love this brush. It's really helpful. It's called topology brush. You can drag it and make any kind of. I'm using alt and drag to remove the other areas. I'm clicking it so it bring out split unmasked point, using move brush to see that. Let's zoom into it. You can see it have the creases. I have to delete these creases. Go to geometry and you can see crease, uncrease all. It's very important to uncrease all because it already gave us a crease. So whenever we need to add some crease, we can manually add any kind of creases by using Z modeler tool. I'm saving the file because sometimes files love to be crash. Sometimes the ZBrush can turn off. I'm adding the eyebrow shape. I'm making it kind of thicker because whenever I want to make printout of this model, I mean 3D printout, so it can come out very nice and thick kind of like if you want to make any kind of model for 3D print, you have to make each and every part much more thicker. I'm adding another loop. I'm making this model very slowly so you can check out each and every part. Actually my LED size is quite low, that's why you can see the isolate button is not showing, so I wanted to find it. Let's move it. I don't like to work in the eye wall in the beginning time. I'll do it later. Right now you can see I'm gonna insert a single edge loop tool. It will make a crease. It's called adding crease by manually by using Zbrush brush, which I prefer always. Right now I'm increasing divide. Looking very nice. The more thick, the better will print outcome. Adding some clay into his face. Pinch brush. This one also my favorite brush. You can see it will make the polygon come to close each other. It's also kind of crease, but this brush will make the crease by its own if you click it and just drag it, and you can see I want to make this model kind of dynamical look, good for print. I don't like to use too many brushes. I only prefer to use minimum brushes, especially move brush, pinch. Right now I'm using this brush only, and clay buildup to add any kind of details in model. Coming good, right? I love to see Naruto faces because when I was a kid I used to watch Naruto each and every day, and still my favorite also. but right now this series is end and started another series. It's called Boruto Shippuden. This area I made some mistake, so I am covering up with Claybuildup tool. I'm checking by watching in every angle. As I told you, we should look up to each and every angle to check the model is good or not. If any kind of mistake will be seen, we can fix the mistakes. If we can look up to every angle. Okay. Now I've increased another divide. This brush also a very good brush, inflate brush. You can see this area will be inflate. You can see I'm not using any kind of Claybuildup brush. This brush is very helpful and have another reason. Right now you can see I'm pressing Alt to reverse the brush. You can see if I just use this brush, it will inflate, and if I press Alt, it will move back and it will reverse the process. Then standard brush again. Oops, sorry. I have to decrease the intensity. These few brushes are very important. Actually, you don't need too many brushes to finish any kind of models. It's just only my opinion, nothing more. But of course, you can check every brushes inside the brush panel. It's good. I can see better than before. I'm using this brush again, so the area will be inflated. The main process is whenever you need to add any kind of details, then only you have to increase the division. Other than that, you only need to work in low poly. because if you want to make any kind of changes in face shapes or any kind of change in any kind of shapes, then you need only to work in low poly. Other than that, in while adding details you need to add division. But I want to give some tips that says that will be do not use any kind of division from the beginning. It will ruin your model, because if you want to make any kind of perfect model, you have to know how to work in low polygon, because it's basic. I have to bring his innocent smile a bit more. Not fully satisfied yet. I just added another spear and dragging it out to make another folder. Let's make here. Actually right now I'm going to make only one hair polygon. But before that I want to make a base hair. You know, you can see the spikes of the hair. This will come out upward, but before that it's my opinion to we should make a base hair. So I prefer to make a base hair. Increasing the divide. I'm only smoothing this and making it thinner. I don't need this base head to be thicker, because it will be inside the real hair, spikes. Let's move to Claybuildup. I'm doing some finishing. And polished in those areas. Now it's better. I'm adding a spear, but we'll go to initialize, and I will turn this into a cube, cube spear, because this is very low poly, you can see. Now I will use this tool. I need to make this scale down. This is going to be only one polygon of a single hair, a single spike this is going to be, and it's very low poly. So I like to use this kind of initialize which provide us any low poly cube and skew spear tube. In this video I don't want to show you any kind of dynamics technique, but still dynamics technique is my favorite. You can use it, and whenever you use dynamics technique you have to use projection and retopology. Quite good for 3D printout dynamics technique is. But in this video I'm going to show you in low poly model technique. So this model can be used in animation also, but not this model, because if I had to make an animation kind of model, so I had to use head to toe complete model, I mean complete base mesh. Head to toe will be a naked body that can be used in animation, but in this video I already decided to make this model only for printout, not for any kind of animation. Here we go, Z modeler tool. I'm adding a edge loop. I like to work in low poly because it's the basic technique which we learned when I was beginner, and I worked in my Max 3ds Max. I learned 3D modeling in 3ds Max. That was the first software which I learned from my institute. But then I moved back to Zbrush because to make any kind of model, Zbrush is quite handy. Not only that, Zbrush have too many qualities for making any kind of models very quickly, and they provide us very easy techniques, easy brushes, and the interface also very easy to learn very quickly. Well, I have made one single hair spike. Let's see, I have to add something or not. Increasing is divide. It's quite good. Again, I'm using pinch brush. You can see it's quite helpful, right? I want to make this model kind of dynamic style, which will have lots of edges and good for print out. I used duplicate. Z plugin, Subtool Master, and I'm using mirror, and okay, X-axis. It will do automatic mirror. Doing the same technique again. Shift, Control, and drag. Sorry, it's Alt and Shift. I'm talking about Gizmo tool. I'm masking this area. Inverse the mask, and again I pressed Y on keyboard. It's the previous version Transpose Tool. Technically, I love this tool to make any kind of move and like if I'm making any pose in any characters, I like to use this transpose tool because I can mask any areas. I use shift and drag into that area which I want to move or transpose. I can use easily this tool. It's very handy. I did one ring. You want to see what I'm going to do with this ring? You can see I'm masking this area. Make sure you turn off the perspective button while using this because I want to mask the area straight by topology, and I increase the other part. Well, to inverse the mask area, you can click Ctrl and I, Ctrl plus I. I will go to deformation and inflate. It is the headband of Naruto. It will be placed in his head. I turned on the perspective again. because I'm working on in modeling part. So whenever you want to measure something and uh, want to measure any kind of perfect things, you have to turn off the perspective. And whenever you want to move back to modeling or sculpting, then you should turn on perspective button. Right now I'm gonna move the headband by using move brush. I'm checking the right side view of Naruto. It's almost done. Right now I'm not gonna add any kind of details in his headband because it's the cloth. I want to add details later whenever the model is ready. After that I will add some details. While the base head is quite ready, still little bit check need to do while looking any kind of angle. Other angles I have to follow up to check out wherever I make any kind of mistakes. In this technique you can make any kind of anime head by using the base mesh provided by Zbrush. You can find it in Lightbox. I'm merging this here. If you have any wish that any about any characters that I want to make for you, I can make the tutorial of the character which you like. You can comment down on this video. Like I have made Madara Uchiha long ago. Many people commented me and referred to make, some people asked me to make Hinata and another character from Naruto, and some people asked me to make Sasuke. Any other characters you can want. If you want to make any other characters, you can directly give one comment. I can make for you. And the same technique I am using again. This one I am going to make kind of straight spike. Not going to be bent. It's going to be straight and a little bit bigger. Quite good. Well, this way you have to arrange all the spikes in his head, and you should give focus, and because lots of spikes going to be in his head, and you have to be patient. Okay. Let's increase the divide. Quite good. Okay, this time I'm going to use trim dynamic brush. This brush also very nice. It can give a dynamic look in your model. You can see I'm just using this brush and it creates a dynamic style. And right now I'm using pinch brush, so it can give a smooth finish and polished look. Not bad. Using mirror, to avoid the perfect symmetry, I'm using Transpose Tool to move little bit, because perfect symmetrical view is not going to look good in any kind of model. It's called. I hope you have learned how to make an anime face by using ZBrush mesh. From now I'm going to move into my time-lapse video. Otherwise this video is going to be very long.